Now, what started out as a mission to trace his roots turned out to open incredible opportunities for Philam Jamie Malonzo. After an incredible run with Barangay Ginebra, Malonzo is off to chase even greater heights with Gilas, Pilipinas.
Jamie Malonzo wanted to know more about his Filipino roots.
I think I had a small league here in Lithuania, and then I also had small in Italy. But then, for some reason, it just felt sort of more to me to play for my home country, figure out where my mom's roots were and what she experienced growing up. So at the time, that sort of was more important for me to go experience that.
After finishing up his studies in the U.S., the high-flying wingman decided to move to Manila and play in the UAAP for the LaSalle Green Archers.
When I finished college, it was in the States, so I was sort of, wondering what I was going to do next. Oddly enough, I was getting recruited to, I always knew the Philippines and the PBA, and I was getting recruited at the time by Danny Siegel and Banjo Albano to play at LaSalle. So then I did that, had a good experience there, sort of loved it, and then I continued into the PBA, and that was the start of my journey.
After being selected second overall by Northport in the 2020 PBA draft, he ultimately found himself traded to Ginebra.
Biggest difference I would say that I've noticed with my adjustment to the team is you're sort of in a winning culture. You have to show up day in and day out. Some days I felt like before you could take plays off, get away with things. But when I came to Coach Cohn's offense and defense in the system, I realized you can't really take plays off, or else you'd be letting your teammates down.
Playing under a detail-oriented coach in Tim Cohn, Malonzo admitted that it was not easy at the start.
Coach Cohn let me and Jeremiah know that we have a lot of learning to do. So just slowly over practice and slowly over time, slowly after being with the team and learning and just soaking it in like a sponge, you sort of just get the feel for it over time. I know with me, it was hard because I was learning as we were a season, a conference. I just try to do my best every day, and Coach just always, told me I'll get there, you'll get there. All the players, Jared Dillinger, all my vets, they helped me out every day. So yeah, just putting in the work took a little bit. I honestly didn't feel comfortable until after we won the championship.
Now, as a part of the Gilas Pilipinas pool, he's playing alongside Ginebra teammates Chapet Aguilar, Scotty Thompson, and Justin Brownlee, with Cohn as one of their assistant coaches.
We take a lot of things from Ginebra and we bring it also over to our Gilas team. When Coach is describing something in our, per se, defense, you sort of already know what he's talking about and have a good idea. He'll oftentimes, use Scotty and Japeth as examples because they know what's going on and they know what Coach Cohn's system is. So yeah, we take a lot of things from the Ginebra and we bring it over to the Gilas, and of course Coach Cohn's stuff is always good for our team. So.
After he started playing for Gilas, many fans compared him to an all-time great in Gabe Norwood.
It means a lot, he was the one that sort of paved the way for guys like me coming in, So being able to fill in some shoes like that means a lot, honestly, and I truly hope that, I'm able to fill in those shoes wisely, greatly.
Malonzo is not shying away from the comparison, as he instead uses it as a standard that he could chase.
Hopefully, get some poster dunks like Gabe did, for sure. So, obviously, some big shoes to be filled, and it's exciting, and shout out to Gabe.
Malonzo has felt what it's like to play in front of a packed Philippine arena with the unbelievable support from Filipino fans.
To be honest, it didn't feel any different. I think, just having the Filipino side, the Filipino crowd on your side, we had it with Ginebra against the Bay Area, and then it honestly felt very similar when I was with Gilas. Maybe because it was Scotty and JB was out there as well, and then you had Japeth, so just a different colored jersey, but it was the same feeling, to be honest, so yeah.
He's hopeful that the next time he visits that arena again will be for the FIBA Basketball World Cup.
It's amazing. Very exciting. Never would I have thought that I would be playing for the Philippines while they're hosting teams like Team USA and all these other great countries. So It's honestly exciting. Still trying to soak it in. I'm excited to see how it's going to happen. Obviously, you're going to have a bunch of big names in Manila. So I'm excited. I'm sure everyone else is.
From Kaunas, Lithuania, Carlo Pamintua.